Wonderful field position for the visitors. Up the ball goes, down comes Beaumont. The wedge is formed. Akker van der Merwe has the ball underneath his wing, and this is looking ominous. The backs are joining in, trying to lend their weight to proceedings, and it's over. The ball has to be spotted to be down.
David, on field, try. So just check there's nothing.
Well, the question there is quite simple to David Grasshopper. Any reason why it can't be a try? He sees, Craig Maxwell-Key sees the ball grounded.
May want to try.
A simple response for from David Grasshopper, the TMO. Oosterhuizen.
No, it's a dead run, Thank you.
Dupree, Rohan Janzi van Rensburg wriggles free, and there should be an opportunity here. Oh, almost! The pass was cruel to Denny Solomona, and he couldn't quite deal with it. Can't quite get behind this Sale Sharks defensive line. And they find themselves back on their 22, and more pressure put on the ball. It's bouncing around. Boots are flying in, trying to make it work, and here it is, a little kick pass out to Solomona. That could work. How can he finish? Denny Solomona, what's the bounce like? Slides in, that's a lovely score. Denny Solomona with all the presence of mind to dink it over the top and slide his way in for another Premiership try. Van der Merwe was sniffing for a moment there. I thought he might get it. Rob Dupree with a little nudge through. Rohan Janzi van Rensburg almost to the line. They'll come out. There's a little bit of space here. Good hands. All the way out wide is Marlon Yard. The former London Irish man is going to score against his former club. Just over a year since Marlon Yard had that horrifying incident, dislocating his knee against Newcastle. And now he's back on the score sheet. It's a terribly good signing for Sale, does Akker van der Merwe, as do these two. Down the right-hand side they go, Johan. Oh, what a dummy from Beaumont! Oh, a collector's item for the lock forward. Look at that, the show and the acceleration through the gap, I think we'll call it.
Simon, from the restart, we'll have 4 and 9 Irish, please.
Oh, I love this. Webber.
Moore. This is the same Moore.
It's split, it's gone. Bryn Evans has snuck in. Everyone doesn't really know what's going on in London Irish ranks, and there's a little bit of space here and a massive gap for Rob Dupree to scamper through. They will check it.
Right, on-field try. We'll just check the actions of Sale 2, please.
On-field decision is a try. We're checking for the actions of Red 2.
Yeah, he hasn't changed lanes or... Yeah, so he can take that pass.
Agreed. And he's stationary, doesn't change the lanes.
Try ball.
Rob Dupree scampers in underneath the posts. Conditions are getting worse in Berkshire, and Sale are applying even more pressure. The foot is most definitely in the throat. But they've stolen it, and London Irish have got the knockdown, and I think Ruan Botha has got a consolation score for London Irish. Almost difficult to see in the amount of rain that's coming down. But Ruan Botha did exceptionally well to keep his eye on the ball. Tackle is called, so everyone has to release them. Oh, lovely offload. That could be scintillating. What a line this is from Rohan Janzi van Rensburg. Cherry on the top of the cake for Sale. Lovely change of direction. The angle was perfect from Van Rensburg. Seconds tick by. Rob Dupree says thank you very much. And that is a very healthy win for Sale Sharks. A comprehensive, consummate win for Sale Sharks in Berkshire. Final score, London Irish 7, Sale Sharks 41.
Anton Bresler there at the front of the line out with a slightly shorter haircut than he had last season. Dupree. Mills just popping the class up there. That was carried there by Ashley Beck. Taylor. Furbank picking up the inside ball there from Hutchinson. There goes Taylor. Out to Hayward. That's Alex Moon. They're inside the Worcester 22. Tonks it was, taking that at speed. Grayson with a kick through. This is for Furbank. Can he get there? Well, there are celebrations. Tom Collins right in the thick of things.
Jack Nigel. We've got no try on field. I want you to check the ground, that White have ground the ball properly. And then, if they haven't ground the ball properly, then we'll look at Green's grounding, please.
Is turning the officials' attention to the follow-up here, because there is no clear grounding there. Now Collins, does he get his hand on it? Yes, he does. That looks like a try. Well, it's a messy old affair, but Northampton have got the first try of the match, and it's gone to Tom Collins. Out there from Taylor, Naira Boro, unstoppable from that range. And there's 20 stones of Pacific Island power. Carry there from Jamie Gibson, good to see him back playing. Grayson, now it's a 2-on-1, and Furbank can coast in the corner. Collins just had to draw his man, and Furbank will not have an easier finish than that all season. Carry from Lewis Bean, and he's handed it on there to Slate home, and here does come that fourth try. My word. Well, it was a tremendous catch there with a bit of help from his mates for Bean. And Ollie Slate home. The last 5 minutes. Tom Wood rising high in the possession there of Tamana Harrison. Another penalty advantage. Fed on there by Tupai. On from Grayson. Here's Furbank, and Furbank will go through for another. Well, Furbank taking that at pace, but look at the gaps in the Worcester defence. Here's Ryan Mills. Lewis. Oh, there's a chance here for Fenter, and Fenter has gone through. And now, just for a moment, it's the Northampton defence that has disappeared. And then the ball lost forward in the tackle, and Grayson getting driven back. But Northampton will just want to get this ball into touch. Well, the referee has blown the whistle, and that brings an end to the match. Well, it's been far from a classic. This Northampton side really going places. That's now 2 out of 2. Chris Boyd, not the sort of fella to get carried away, but underneath it all, he must be delighted. They've beaten Worcester by 35 points to 60.
Lozowski for Maitland, steps on the gas, thinks about the outside. Alarm bells ringing here for Leicester. The heavy runners will pour off Wigglesworth now. Lozowski just a handful of metres short of the try line. Here's Skelton, bundled. They're queuing up left and right. Wigglesworth wants a bit of clear space. He's got space, and Saracens have the try through Tompkins. Picked it out and crashed over for the opening score.
He's in a tough position in that front row, up against a well-experienced Richard Barrington, and that's a good scrum for Leicester.
Stay on the ball.
Reed sends it wide to Fillion, whose kick is charged down. Alarm bells ringing here for the Tigers. Lozowski swiftly onto it. Now then.
So I'm going to check the grounding first.
There is a good deal of uncertainty surrounding this, and it will almost certainly require Stuart Terridge, our TMO.
If we need to, we go back. Yeah.
Holmes' left arm surely gets there first, doesn't it?
Yeah, agreed. That's no try.
Yeah. I agree. Outside.
Holmes. Gallagher.
Tackle now! No hands!
It can seem a bit boring, the kicking game from both teams, but Saracens one of the best teams in the country at managing this halfway line. If they don't get over the gain line, they've got a kicking.
Oh, here's Bennell. Somehow found a way through. They won't stop him from there. Unbelievable pace, great stepping power, and opportunism from the flanker. Saracens are in for their second.
You look at Saracens, you've mentioned the word tie there, it's very pragmatic at the minute. They've got themselves a 14-point buffer, so they don't have to do anything extravagant. The pressure's on Leicester to either force a turnover or force a couple of tries. The Saracens are so diligent, so professional, and their understanding of their game, where they are on the pitch, as well as taking opportunities.
Here's Taylor, half through. Starved of game time with Scotland, but there's the intercept. And Alan Thompson's away, and this is a massive lifeline for Leicester. Totally against the run of play. The Tigers have nicked one. Thompson. Held by Tompkins, and he's got the rip as well. The ball has been dislodged, and Tompkins has his hands on it. And Saris are contemplating another attack. Vunipola from a standing start to Joel Kapoku.
Tackle now! Use it.
Adams Hale started last week, benched this. Vunipola.
Winger on.
Talk about calm.
Casual.
He looks cool as a cucumber, doesn't he? That was very nicely weighted kick as well. And Bennell's onto it. And Saracens will have another try. Bennell will have his second. It might need checking, but that kick brilliantly fielded ultimately.
This is a very good contest for me.
He actually competes for the ball, so for me there's no foul play.
That's gone backwards off his head.
Saracens pull clear with just 4 minutes remaining.
They might have just something, just one big drive.
Liebenberg was the provider. Tigers are piling in, and they've got some assistance there from Jonah Holmes. They are careering up towards the try line. They're over it. Now then, not altogether clear that Hanro Liebenberg grounded that properly.
Reaches out. Is it under control? I think he's short and he's dropped it.
No try.
And it's ruled out. And the Tigers have been denied their opportunity of a losing bonus point. Saracens claim the victory. Without a raft of World Cup finalists, they're on the board in this new season. Too clinical today.
Just over the 10-metre line there. Azura gets it back to a forward to Waldorf, the front row forward combination. And penalty one. And from this sort of range, Callum Sheedy nudged Bristol into the lead, and he's going to be 10 metres closer because there's been a bit of descent back to referee Ian Tempest. Kept flat and low once again, on target once again, and Callum Sheedy restores Bristol's 3-point lead. Ball comes down on this near side, and the penalty directly in front of the posts is Bristol's. And Ian Tempest will want some words here with Will Collier. The easiest kick of the lot so far from Callum Sheedy. Ball goes forwards off the feet there, and Quinn's managed to win the penalty. Five kicks on goal so far in this encounter. All of them have gone over.
Onside, use 9.
Help from Harlequins. Tapawai looking to burst through the defensive line. In the end, he's taken down by Callum Sheedy, but made some good ground there. Markin Smith back inside. Advantage being played here. Thomas offside, and as a consequence, possibly a chance for Quins to bring themselves back on level terms. Marcus Smith gets the pass out of Tapawai once again. They will have to come back for that advantage.
Offside.
So offside given against the Bristol Bears. Marcus Smith makes it 3 from 3. His competition with Callum Sheedy continues. Baldwin. Quinn's doing very well to keep this ball alive at the moment. Louis bundles his way up towards the edge of the 22 again. Robshaw was looking for the contact there, looking to keep the ball alive. Penalty coming the way of Harlequins, and so Siali Piatau is penalised. That ball is lost forward, but they will come back for the penalty. Just grazes the far side of that post. Back again. Marcus Smith kept Jordan Dombrandt charges through the gap. Brilliant run from Dombrandt, and then tries to wedge the chip over for Evertoy. Morahan is back and covers and clears, but the line out will be inside the 22 for Harlequins. He's straight into his man, Lewis. And Quins charge forwards. The advantage being played here. So Quins have that advantage. Little chip through the gap. Marchant can fall on it to score. Ian Tempest wants to check this, but Joe Marchant charged through. It is still a perfect afternoon from the kicking tee for Marcus Smith. They've just gone across the field of play. Callum Sheedy pops it out wide. Bit of a gap there for Ed Holmes to charge into. He's going to take more than one to stop him. Randall, who's given a new front foot impetus to Bristol since coming on to replace Uren. Moulton, good hands. Luatua, they're queuing up outside here. Just needs to be held up to. Piatau beats out wide. The try is scored. Bristol respond immediately. Brilliantly finished off. There's this one. We'll be back to within just 3 points, but instead it just goes across the front of the post. Randall, Sheedy, Moulton, Siali Piatau picked up by Luatua, out the back of the hand to Morahan. He gets back inside and is dragged into touch by Evertoy. One try apiece in the end. Joe Marchant, with just over 12 minutes remaining, was answered by Jake Heenan. But in the end, a perfect kicking display from Marcus Smith. The real difference between these two sides in very harsh conditions indeed in southwest London. The final score from the Stoop is Quins 22, Bristol 17.
They're outside the 22 and Slater is claiming this almost while lying prone on top of a collection of bodies, and now this maul is motoring inside the Wasps 22. Picked up and driven on by Ludlow. Creel taken down by Nizam Carr. South African on South African. Carr then picks up the loose ball, but Wasps are offside, and yet another penalty inside the 22. Slater the go-to man, and Gloucester need to make this pay. Spent so much time down here, has to be reflected now on the scoreboard, now or soon. Simpson for Atkinson, Cipriani lying in wait in behind. Here goes Woodward trying to draw in the man. This happened at Sale, he's got the ball away, it's a carbon copy.
The standing water on the ground makes passing, catching, running all so difficult. Been so good in the driving line out. How many times have we seen that? The sympathy of pass from Cipriani, but the bravery of Woodward to go through a tackle, offload it one-handed. That shows you everything you need to know about what these guys have been doing the last 18 weeks in pre-season.
Very limited experience. Robson whips it away. Sopoaga took his eyes off that. Simpson didn't. Hacks forward. Needs to control it here. Simpson. He might be able to use the weather. And the pits. Joe Simpson. He's gone in from 8 metres out.
It just goes to show how you've got to be accurate on a day like today and pounce on any mistakes like Gloucester have done, as well as create their own, has been brilliant. Simple ball off the top to... You wouldn't say it's all that sympathetic, was it, to Sopoaga? It's one kick off the right, pick up, and he dives in from 8 metres.
I reckon he had a few more in him as well. Look where he ended up. It's Thibaut Flamont. Taylor.
Tackle there, release.
A lot of work for the forwards, Hugo, isn't it? To get up off the ground.
A real scramble. Gloucester off their feet. Penalty coming. And Sopoaga nails 3 for Wasps. They have something to show for their first 40 minutes. Woodward. Sideways. And then to ground.
Hold, boys, hold. Now on.
Robson measuring that nicely.
Keep going, keep going.
Chasing this himself, held by Ackerman. Pirouettes well, and there's space here for Ackerman. Simpson screaming for it, he wants 2 against his former club. Joe Simpson will have 2.
Almost out of nothing, we see Dan Robson. It's a nothing kick, really. He's the only one that chases. As we see Ruan Ackerman, his emotions were high, makes that line break, and it's that man, Joe Simpson. Second try of the game.
I'm all right, thank you, though.
He's loving it.
Atkinson. Little show of the ball, he's got the ball away nicely as well. Here goes Morgan, bouncing off the defenders.
So much space out left.
Quick hands will do it here for Gloucester. Cipriani draws the man, and in they go. Marshall has a brace. Gloucester have a bonus point, and that's high quality, you have to say.
Atkinson at 12. How about this for a ball carry? Shows it once, shows it twice. Offload to Morgan there, who gets just about as many metres sliding on the floor as he did running with the ball. And then it's, what, is it 5-on-1 at the end? Cipriani just steadies his feet. Lovely ball to Marshall. Simple try at the end, but the work was done all on that first carry. Well done, Gloucester. 4 tries in these conditions. It's quite remarkable.
Clock's in the red. Gloucester have done a fine job today. And Cipriani puts the seal on it. Full time, but a saturated Kingsholm. Gloucester 25, Wasps 9. But we're coming back for a collapsed scrum, and Simmons is setting off again, and Simmons is only just shy of the try line. They've had penalties, they've had free kicks, they've had scrums, they've had so much pressure. All that's missing here is the try. Ellis tries to scramble possession. They are holding out so well, Bath. But surely they can't keep this up. Vermeulen next, heads for the base of the post. And is denied again. Johnny Hill this time over the top. Johnny Hill's got it. A try last week, a try tonight, and finally, Bath just could not hold them out.
Exeter doing what Exeter do, just working extremely hard, getting off the floor, pick and go, adding that latch onto the ball carrier to add the extra weight to just keep inching forward, carry after carry, until Johnny Hill bursts over for the score.
Been in good try scoring form as Johnny Hill as well. Gets another one up, backing up after last weekend, and it's just power. It's that power game of Exeter.
You're not onside. Move.
The wind has never been stronger.
You're offside.
But Bath have their penalty.
10
Mercer
meters.
taps and heads towards the try
Dixie,
line.
okay with that? The captain coming from the onside.
Still they punch forwards.
Hands and feet. Dave, hands and feet.
Agonisingly close, but the ball fed back. What a moment this could be for the home team. They've been under the pump for most of the half. But with a clock in the red, they have their chance. Looking to defend that base somehow, Exeter. All that's needed is a ball.
I'm not telling you what to do.
I'd love them to come left. I can't see it happening, but Alan Brew is stood in acres of space. Just need 1 or 2 backs to sweep around and have the bravery to take it on.
Will Stewart tries to worm his way forwards. Ellis is there, and they're over. The roars go up all around the rack. A vital score right on half-time. And they're back in this, back fighting.
Excellent score from Bath. Started with Rockandanguni. Tommy Homer using his feet, using his skill to get into the 22, and then once they were there, they give Exeter a taste of their own medicine with their pick-and-go game, adding 2 latches onto the ball carrier there, 1 behind, Ellis on the side. There we see excellent leg drive to power over. Very difficult to stop in the wet.
"13 odd minutes to go. Cuthbert underneath a swirling high ball. And working his way through a forest of blue bodies. And Cuthbert, who we've not seen tonight, is tearing towards the 22. Mercer's given him the outside. Oh my goodness! Denied at the death. That would have been electric.
What a break. He just came from nowhere there. It was a fairly decent kick. Rockandanguni just didn't have time to get to him, and then he puts his foot down through the gap. And here you think Bath have got him, no problem. Mercer will get him easy. And he just turns the afterburners on and goes for the corner.
What a run, he's so close. That is a brilliant tackle by Zach Mercer.
Mercer calling for support, running into Simmons. Just needing to take care of possession. This final minute will feel like an hour, but they are bearing down on that try line, and they are bearing down on what would be a thrilling win.
Please, Elvis. Thank you.
One more surge, just shy of the line. Titanic stuff. Bath throwing everything they've got, but the clock will head into the red imminently. It's there to be won. Chris Cook and Priestland finish the job. bouncing back. Last week, misery at Ashton Gate. Tonight, dogging it out on a filthy night. But what a scalp. They've taken down the Chiefs.